In this video, I am going to cover 7 money mindset goals that you can strive for in your 30s to support your goals of building wealth and living an abundant life into your 40s and beyond. So I recently turned 38 and I've made the least amount of money in the last 2 years compared to the rest of my working life. But surprisingly, I've also been at the most peace related to my finances. I'm less stressed about money, and I still consider myself to have an abundant life. Part of that is a financial cushion and the logistics of that, but I will say a big part of that is the mindset piece. So let's jump into this list of some money mindset goals that you can work on, that you can work towards if you also want to improve your relationship with money. Goal number 1. Redefine success. Now that you've lived a little bit of life, you can reflect back on what success actually means and looks like for you. Now, real quick, sidebar, if you are not in your 30s, that is okay. These are money mindset goals that anyone can strive for. There's no age requirement. The reason I'm making such a big point for people in their 30s to strive for these goals is because your 30s are typically a phase when you really get cranking with adulting. You know, like being more responsible than we were in our 20s, at least for most people, getting into routines, managing our finances better, taking better care of our health, making bigger life decisions, maybe even taking on more responsibilities, taking care of others, having children. In the midst of adulting, finances play a huge role in our lives and in our lifestyles. But the thing is, while adulting, we can also start to go on autopilot. So with that said, here's what I mean by redefining success. Think about what success meant to you in your teenage years and in your 20s. Was it related to educational accomplishments? Was it related to money? Was it rooted in making other people happy, maybe your parents? Was your success always about your happiness and fulfillment? There's no wrong answer, and it can be all of these or none of these. But doing this reflection now, in your 30s, makes you check in with yourself. Are you striving for success based on someone else's definition or society's definition, or on your own version? Here's why it matters for your money. By your 30s, your money is typically your money. Whether or not you have to help out with family or you have children, you typically have agency over your money decisions by the time you're in your 30s. And this can mean bigger decisions like buying real estate, having a family, or moving or traveling. When you redefine success, you kind of stop wasting your money on things that don't matter to you, and you really hone in on what is important to you. Knowing what success looks like for you helps you incorporate intentionality in the way you make financial decisions. All right, money mindset goal number 2. Define enough. How much money and how many things are enough for you to live a life that is both comfortable and enjoyable? Do you have that already? Or maybe not yet? Now, understandably, part of this and understanding how much enough is can be a number crunching exercise. But in this video, we're talking about mindset here. So what I'm really talking about is your relationship with money. How much is enough? What do you currently feel right now? Do you feel like you have enough, or does it feel like you're never gonna have enough? Again, there's no wrong answers here, but sometimes in our 30s, we get caught up chasing more income, more houses, more cars, more things. No judgment. If you do those things with intention and with sufficient budgeting and everything is aligned to your goals and your values, your wants, your needs, then that's great. But unfortunately, many people overspend and overconsume because we are all prey in consumerism culture. Capitalism is the predator. We're all taught to believe that we don't have enough and that we never will have enough. Like, sadly, it's a part of being in a capitalist society and contributes to so many other things like lifestyle creep, which can severely impact our ability to build wealth for the long term. So here are 2 final points I want to make about defining enough and what that looks like for you. Number 1, defining enough does not limit you to only having that much. You can always attract and achieve more wealth and abundance. Reflecting on enough simply makes sure that you aren't on this never-ending quest for more and you don't even know why. Number 2, what enough looks like can change. It's bound to change. In different phases of life, enough can mean more, enough can mean less. All of it is okay. We just want to draw some awareness to it. Money mindset goal number 3, forgive your mistakes. So past money mistakes or any decision in your past that might have negatively impacted your finances can be tough to swallow. A lot of times, past financial mistakes are still part of our day-to-day lives. For example, let's say you went through a really tough phase in life. Maybe during that phase you did a lot of retail therapy. Maybe you didn't track budgeting or expenses and you went ham on using that credit card. If you consider that to have been a mistake, then you could still potentially be carrying debt today, and that debt can be annoying and frustrating. Past money mistakes can be other things: messing up your credit, not saving enough, not investing enough, letting the wrong people borrow money, or even delaying your financial education. It's okay and it's very valid to feel a type of way about the things you did or didn't do. But the problem is, if that continues to affect you and encroaches on how you move into the future, then those past financial mistakes can and will prevent you from new wealth and new abundance and change. Like, there is so much shame and guilt tied to our finances, and I get it. Like, these are human feelings, these are human reactions. It's just that holding on to these feelings for too long can impact or stagnate your growth. As with most things in life, accept your mistakes, learn from them, and keep it pushing. Money mindset goal number 4, believe wealth is possible. So depending on how your adulting is going, some of you might feel like wealth is possible, but more likely than not, you might feel like you're never going to be able to experience more. Earlier, I mentioned defining what enough means to you, which is extremely important. But I also mentioned that you are allowed to have more than that. Sometimes people get stuck with what is called a scarcity mindset, a mindset that believes resources are limited. They'll never have enough. Obviously, a scarcity mindset is grounded on limiting beliefs. Beliefs that you're not capable of making more money or having more money, or you're not capable of learning how to save or how to invest, or you're not capable of taking risks with your money that could get you a higher return. So if you can make it a goal to unblock those limiting beliefs, and if even a small, tiny fraction of your brain believes that you can build wealth, then by nature, you're gonna start doing things that will bring you closer to that future. That is like the literal definition of manifestation. All right, before we jump into the final 3 goals on this list, just a quick reminder. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It's gonna help me out. I'm gonna have more videos for you, and of course, I appreciate it. So thank you for being here. All right, money mindset goal number 5, celebrate your wins. A lot of things can happen in the time between becoming legal age and your 30s. The thing is, a lot of wins happen without any proper recognition or celebrations. Think about it. What are the major milestones in life? The ones that most people talk about or have big, grand parties for. Graduation from college or high school, getting married, having a baby. Low-key, a lot of these involve spending a lot of money. But there's also the next tier, like getting your first job, starting a business, or moving to a new location. But even deeper than that, we want to celebrate all of your wins. Think about it. At some point, by the time you're in your 30s, you have become financially independent from your parents. You probably pay your own bills, have your own bank accounts, started investing, paid down your debt or made some progress on it. And most of us don't get a financial education in school, which means a lot of this is shit that you figured out on your own. You got to give yourself some props for that, because money and finances are such a complex layer of life. Don't forget to celebrate your wins, and that is something you should carry with you into your 40s, 50s, 60s, and throughout life. Money mindset goal number 6, practice delayed gratification. So this is a huge overgeneralization. I understand that, full disclaimer. But when a lot of people get their first paychecks in their 20s, like at their first big kid job, it's very common to spend a lot of it. Sometimes it's a matter of not knowing enough about how money works. Other times, it's because we, for the first time, have complete control over our own money. So it's easy to jump to buying all of the things we've been wanting and needing for so long, and we can do it without anyone judging us. Now, for some people, these habits can carry into their 30s and beyond. So all of the mindset things I'm talking about in this video, they're all gonna help you with things like your need for instant gratification or mindlessly spending. But I truly believe if you can proactively practice delayed gratification and be aware of this skill, it can help you build wealth in the long term. Because guess what? Time is money. If you've not started investing yet, it's okay. Just start as soon as you can. When I talk about time is money, I'm not talking about your time is money, like you working a job. I'm talking about the time value of money. So this is a core principle in the financial world that basically says money is worth more now, today, than it is later, due to its potential to earn more. So because your money has potential to grow, it is worth a lot. The main thing you need is time to allow that money to grow. So investing is not something I'm going to talk about in this video. You can check out my other videos, but that's the point. And if you can be strategic with the way you use your money, and some of that means delayed gratification, you can have a better financial future. All right, let's take it home. Money mindset goal number 7, be curious about money. This is another generalization, but by the time we are in our 30s, we can get stuck in our ways. We might think we know it all. We figured out how to manage money. We got bank accounts. We've started contributing to retirement. We have some income. Now, there's nothing wrong with having figured all of those things out. Like I said earlier, celebrate those wins. In my opinion, the concern is when you think you know it all. Like there's this lovely balance between not having imposter syndrome and not being a know-it-all. So ideally, you want to be somewhere in the middle. Be confident in what you do know, but also be open to learning new things and unlearning things that are no longer serving you and that might be incomplete. I hope these 7 money mindset goals have planted some seeds in your brain, and maybe you can start thinking about them and leveling up and improving your money mindset. Like I said, it doesn't matter what age you are, 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever. As long as you are constantly growing and evolving, so will your finances. Until next time, peace out.